Hello guys, welcome back to another video. And a few days ago I was wondering a question. While I was playing forager, I randomly thought, what's the best hide and seek spot? Quite an odd question, I know, but if you remember in my last video, I ended the video, near the end of the video, trying to get to what at the time was probably the best hide and seek spot. Now, however, gliders have been added, which allows you to get to, of course, much better ones. Now, if you don't know, you can just skip to near the end of the video if you want to get to the point, but I'm gonna do like other stuff first or something. I don't really know. Anyway, if you didn't know much about the game, you'd probably think the best hiding spot would be in here. You wouldn't have to know some things, but not that much. Anyway, it's neatly hidden. Not many people know about the sewer, and even less people know about this. Quite hidden. Anyway, the next spot, you were slightly more advanced, but if you knew just a little bit more, you'd probably know about this. That tree here, there's two ways of getting there. I'll do my way, but now it's much easier with the gliders because you don't have to walk on the invisible wall. Basically, in my previous video, I explained how to make these really tall ladders and how to get there. But now with the glide, you can just glide. Makes it way easier. Anyway, if you knew a bit more, you'd probably think that these are the best spots here. Because, not many people know about this. Way less people than the sewer. Not a lot of people know how to get there either. Anyway, if you watched my previous video, you of course would go to the hiding spot I showed in it, because tons of people know about that. Tons of people know about the sewer. Not too much of the player base, but a decent amount. However, not that many people know about here. Now, even easier with the glider. Also, I'm not counting that white box, it's too obvious and there's nothing of interest in there. Anyway, also it's now way easier to get here. You just do that now. They moved this forward, which of course makes it easier. They did that so you couldn't grab them through the walls. Yeah, that works fine. I definitely still can't grab them through the walls at all using this. Totally can't. Weird choice. Because the devs saw my previous video too. They subscribed. Oh, I think it was the dev's account. It might be a fake. Who knows? Anyway, in my previous video, I take 3 or 4 attempts at getting here. Now, you could just glide around, but why not do it this way? And you get here. You can dip down there for a slightly better spot. However, with the gliders, much, much easier. Anyway, you may be thinking, where to go now? Now, you might see that tiny patch of sand there, which I did. So, of course, the next spot we're going to is over here. At the Greater Forest. Right now I cannot get any of these. Unfortunate. But it's the same premise as the thing from my last video, except if you hide here, barely anyone's gonna find you if we're being realistic. But we want the absolute best spot where you're just not getting found no matter what. Where could that be? Now, if you watched my previous video, you would recognize that. That was the secret in my previous video that I didn't know how to get to. However, I can confirm there is actually no way to get to it. It is fully unfinished. How do I know this? Because if you put your camera, you can actually clip through the wall and you can see there's nothing there. The ladder slightly clips through the roof. You can see the top of it. Still no way to get in here. So I did still follow through in the video. It's not clickbait. I win, I guess. Anyway, you may have seen that. Basically, what you gotta do if you're trying to get here, you just gotta smack yourself into the wall and just slowly hold on it and make sure you're around in this position. Because then, as soon as you get there, you'll fly forward and you'll be able to get here super easily. The best way to do it by far. And then you can hide here. Realistically, you're not being found in this spot. It's like unless people have seen this video, and as far as my knowledge, no one knows how to get here except for me. But probably some people do, but not that many. Because instead of fruit foraging, I decide to go out of bounds looking for the best hide and seek spot. Anyway, can you spot where we go next? Is it A, over there on that grey tube, B, somewhere under there, or C, over there at that yellow platform? I'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. It's C. Do not underestimate that jump. I have seen people try it 15 times and they just fail it over and over again. I've just done it a bunch, so I know how to do it quite easily. Anyway, you may be thinking that, you're not getting found here unless people have watched this video once again. But the next one, this already requires a bit of skill to get to. It only gets harder. So where do you think we go from here? I'll give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. And we go on that green tube there. How do we get there? Well, if you have the Tomline boots, you can just jump up. But I don't have those, so instead I have to hide. I have to try to high jump. Not too easy. I'll skip forward until I actually make it. Will take me a few attempts, so I'll be right back. I'm back. This is my second try. And I made it! Second try. Not too hard, however, you need these boots to do it. That was no other way. Anyway, from here you may think, nowhere we could possibly ever go from here, right? You're not being found here. It is quite hard to get under there. Anyway, I accidentally just meant that we go on top of here. If you go to the tundra, you are embedded in the floor. It's ridiculous. Imagine how long it took me to find this. To figure out how to get here. You can literally clip your head through the roof too and spy on people. And spy on the sea, because you can see them going by. They'll never find me here. Also, here's the thing, you can get the fruits from under the ground. Well, I'm gonna go to this hardy kiwi. I have to waddle all the way there. No, they got it. However, I can take the kiwis right from under them. It's genius. I know, but a bit mean. Not really, it's still fun. I'm struggling to move on. Anyway, yeah, you can just, as a prank, you could just yoink the fruits right from under them. Fruit there? Now it isn't. A hilarious idea. However, a ridiculous amount of effort to get there. I could not tell you how much this costed me. Probably a lot. And the time it took me to discover all of this. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you know any other hide and seek spots, please tell me in the comments. I need to find them all. Anyway, that's it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you have a great day. and bye.